Hi everyone, Nick Kratikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and tonight you are watching me on Bowdabra. We are live here on Bowdabra each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Alex is behind the camera tonight, so be sure to thank Alex for being with us. And we have lots of bows to make. So we have some fall bows. We're going to make a fall sunflower wreath. We have a little bit of Christmas, a little bit of Halloween. So hopefully we can get to as many as we possibly can. So the first thing I'm going to do is share this video to my page to get our people here. Make sure everybody knows that we are live. And we are live each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to be using our large Bowdabra that you see here. All of the supplies other than the Sam's Club ribbon you can find from nicksseasonaldecor.com, including the large Bowdabra, as well as your choice of wires. We have both silver and gold. So these are 100-yard spools, and even though it looks really thin, it's incredibly sturdy. So we're using the silver tonight. It's my personal favorite. But gold, we're going to start using gold for Christmas.
Hi Farah, hi Pam.
Hey Farah, hey Pam, nice to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so don't forget, as you come in, Bowdabra does give away a free roll of scrunchie ribbon each and every week that we're live. So all you have to do is just let us know you would like to win. So the Bowdabra does come with the wand. When you order them from us, it comes with, not a CD, is it a CD? Mm-hmm. A CD, an instructional CD, but you guys can just watch us, right? Watch us here on Facebook. So we don't actually use the wand a whole lot, but if you're doing really full bows and really, large bows, it does come in handy to compress your ribbon. So we're going to start with a length of wire. I like to cut it longer than I anticipate needing it, and I also like to, make sure I'm a little bit wasteful, right? So the reason for that is that, it's easier to cut away extra wire than it is to add a whole extra piece. So I just cut let's do that again. I just cut a length of wire. We're going to fold that in half and then just place it on the slit on the top of the Bowdabra. See those little lines right there? You're just going to place it in between those, and that is going to hold your wire in place.
Hi Leanne from Sugarland, Texas. She would love to win tonight.
Hey Leanne. So I just tuck my wires underneath just to get them out of the way. We're going to start with this ribbon.
Hi Donna. Hi Mary. Hey Pamela.
Thank you for sharing. Hey Julie. Julie's from Wales. All right, so we're going to start with this lime green with the red edge, and I think this is perfect for Christmas. You know what this reminds me of, Alex? It reminds me of the Grinch, right?
Yeah.
So we can get away with using that because it's not affiliated with the Grinch. So we're going to take our ribbon. We're going to create a present bow. So basically what a present bow is a traditional bow without the tails. So we're going to do about 4-inch loops on either side and then just repeat that process. As you can tell, I like to rotate my Bowdabra instead of rotate my hands. Feel free to choose whatever method works best for you.
Hi Joan. Hi Marianne.
Welcome, you guys.
Hi Connie from Ohio. She'd love to win some ribbon tonight.
Yeah, let us know where you're watching from. Bowdabra's going to choose one lucky winner in the final 5 minutes of this video, and it might be you, right? It's been a lot of people that said they've never won anything, yes. So it could be anybody. All right, let's do between 5 and 7 on each side. Let's create a really full bow.
Hi Kay. Hi Minnie. Oh, thank you Pam. Pam says, thank you Alex for all you do for Nick behind the scenes. You are such a blessing and an amazing asset to Nick and the team. That's so sweet.
That
thank
is
you
sweet.
So much.
Yes, she is. Let's hear it for Alex, you guys. Show some love and hands up for Alex. Alex actually just celebrated her 1-year milestone with Nick's Seasonal Decor.
I did.
So August 25th was the 1-year anniversary since she became an awesome asset here. All right, so that's enough loops for me. We're going to just snip it off. When I cut off my ribbon, notice what I just did there. Hey, Candy from Maine. See how I have a little bit of an overhang? You definitely want that. That's what's going to keep your bow in place and prevent you, when it comes time to fluff, from pulling one of these loops out. So you definitely don't want that to happen. It'll just give you a headache. So make sure you have at least ½ an inch overhang. Then you can take your wires, pull them to the middle. Doesn't matter which way they're facing. Pull the 2 cut tails through the loop and tighten it.
Hi Eleanor. Hi Quincy.
So by a show of hands or comments, how many of you guys are excited for Christmas? I know some people are like, all right, Nick, we get it. You love Christmas. You talk about it all the time. But being a designer, we have to prepare ahead. So for those of you that are in business, let me know. But if you're not in business and you just do this as a hobby or for friends and family, now's the time when you really want to start practicing, right? That way you can create the best bows possible. So to fluff, all I'm doing is I'm just pulling apart the loops, placing them where I want. By dealing with wired ribbon, you guys, it holds its shape a lot better than non-wired ribbon. And, you know, if you're a receiver of a gift, you want it to be as easy to fix as possible, right? So if we go like that, you know, all we have to do is just fluff it back out. So if you receive a wreath as a gift and you accidentally squish the heck out of it, pull apart those loops, pull apart those tails. Well, we have no tails in this, but you get the point. And I see we're at almost 200 viewers. Thank you guys for spreading the love. If you enjoy watching me here, definitely let me know. There's no greater compliment and blessing than you guys letting me know that. So there is our first bow, and I think that would look perfect on a present. So imagine this was our present. Who wouldn't want a beautiful bow on top of a gift? And it only cost us, you know, a few pennies, especially if you're using economical ribbon. So now we're going to come back in with the Halloween bow. We're going to take our large Bowdabra, cut another length of wire.
Thank you, everyone. Kathy says, love using my Bowdabra.
Awesome, Kathy.
Kathy says about 118 days until Christmas.
See? Nothing. It's in the blink of an eye, Christmas will be here. So, okay, so we're going to use our black and orange ribbon. Look at that. Maybe we'll try that flower technique again. I think this would be a pretty ribbon for that.
That'd be pretty.
So watch this, you guys. We're just going to cut a bunch of 12 to 14 inch pieces, give or take. I seriously don't measure. Beverly has a Bowdabra. How long do you cut the wire? I just cut it about, I don't know, 24 inches or so. You want it at least 12 to 14 inches on the back side to make sure it's long enough for when you secure it. So if you secure it to a wreath, you want it to be enough to wrap around the wreath or garland or mantle, you name it.
Hi, Brenda. She says, I'm excited for Christmas this year. I get to create more than what I normally would because of the patience and skills you have taught me.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, Christmas is the best time of year, you guys. It's time to have fun and decorate and all of the colors, glitter, unfortunately.
Judy asked if you sell the Bowdabra.
We do. So you can find both the Bowdabra as well as their wire at nickseasonaldecor.com. So this is our, I don't know, third month selling Bowdabras. And they go really fast, but we do have plenty in stock. We make sure to always have them. All right, so we're going to take our ribbons now, fold them in half, and place them right into the Bowdabra. So we are proud to carry the Bowdabras at Nick's Seasonal Decor. I've been using the Bowdabra since I was probably, what would you say, Alex, 11, 12?
Yeah, honestly.
I remember getting one with Yaya, and I've been using it ever since. So we do a lot of hand-tied bows, but for those of you that struggle with arthritis or carpal tunnel, or like me at Christmas time when we're making a lot of non-wired red velvet bows, my hands start to cramp up, right? So you got to make sure you protect your hands, and if you struggle holding ribbons and forming a bow, who knows, the Bowdabra might be a great resource for you. So all I'm doing is I'm just layering these ribbons in. We have no tails on this, or loops rather. It's just going to be a bunch of tails dovetailed.
Pam loves her Bowdabra. Quincy says, I'm going to put up a Halloween tree this year.
Ooh, that would be fun.
I know, that does sound fun.
That's something you should do, Alex. Alex has been very creative lately, and she has lots of these awesome ideas. I think it would be a good idea if you did a Halloween tree. What do you think of that?
That could be fun.
What do you guys think? Show of hands. Should Alex decorate a Halloween tree?
Melissa says, Nick, my home is a no glitter zone.
Oh, I just tied that really tight. So what we're going to do is just take that wire and retie it. But, yeah, I'm not a glitter fan either. So we're going to actually remove these wires. I like to do that before. That way, when we take our pictures, I don't have to deal with it then. Right, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
So we learned that little trick a couple months ago, and it's definitely been a time saver. That way I don't have to cut them at the end. So let's dovetail these tails. I'm going to show you guys on the next one. What we're going to do is just, let's flip it over. Take your tail, fold it in half, and on this ribbon, we're going to cut from the orange or the inside out to the outside at an angle. And that just reveals that professional dovetail. Kay says, go for it. Brenda has her hands up. Looks like you're going to do a Halloween tree, Al.
I guess so. Sounds like a fun challenge.
I think so, too. I wish we had a black Christmas tree.
I know, I was thinking that.
Right? We'll see. I'll see if I can find a good quality one, because I feel like a lot of them are cheap looking. any of the other colored ones, I don't know. Like I've seen like candy cane ones, and they look very flimsy to me. But we made that cheap Walmart tree work, that white tree, right? It was only like
Yeah.
20 bucks, and it looks a lot more expensive than that. So make sure to join the Bowdabra fan gallery as well, you guys. Both Bowdabra and Nick Seasonal Decor have free crafting groups, which you can join and be inspired by others. So if you're looking for other designers' talents or looking to share your designs and your talent, both groups, Nick's Seasonal Decor Crafting Community as well as the Bowdabra Fan Gallery, are great resources. You know, we're one big family, right? Crafters got to unite and stick together.
Hi, Alberta. Rhonda says, looking good. Love to win ribbon.
Hey, Alberta. Nice to see you. Pam's from Ontario. I would love to visit Ontario one of these days. So we got a couple more tails left. Yes, it's time consuming, but we found this technique a few months ago. Actually, a few years back, and I've been loving it ever since. So let's try it for each season. And I'm sure this would work as a hair bow, right? Probably on a smaller scale.
Yeah, like a cheering hair
Like
bow.
a cheering, yeah. You used to wear these, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, that is almost it. One more. One more. Okay, clean up our workstation.
Hi, Darlena.
Hi, Darlena. I see we're at almost 250 viewers. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you enjoy this video or enjoy watching me and want to continue watching me, definitely give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that you guys enjoy it. Pull apart your loops, tails. I'm so used to saying loops. But we have no loops on this. It's just a bunch of pretty tails. And I like it to be a little crinkled. What do you think of that look, Al?
I love it.
What do you guys think of that?
The black and orange.
So that is without any loops. It's just straight up tails. And I think that looks really cool. So you can add that to a wreath, a garland. I think, you know, maybe some of you guys have seen it and let me know if you have. We've done like a dollar store kids play ball that we wrapped in fabric and did a little floral display on top. I think that on top of the bouncy ball would be really cute, like this. Once you add your fabric.
Oh, that would be cute.
Right? Actually, that might just be a new idea. We'll film that one of these days, you guys. You'll see a video on that. So let's continue. We're going to actually switch gears and make our wreath bow now. So we're going to take this. This is our 7/8? 5/8?
7/8.
7/8 inch ribbon, and I don't think we have many left. I know we have the greens, the yellows, and the creams available, but the other colors, you guys are quick shoppers. I didn't even get to save myself a roll of some of those colors, so we'll have more available, but this is one of my new favorites because it's narrow enough that you can do so many different designs with and so many different possibilities, you know, from your smallest centerpiece to your smallest wreath to your largest of each. But it's wired and it's sturdy, which you don't often see with thinner ribbons like this, right? So for this wreath, let's cut a length of tails.
Lavelle says, I actually have made my granddaughter hair bows like that, black and orange on a smaller scale.
Ooh, share some pictures.
I know, I'd love to see.
Yeah, make sure you tag us, you guys. We always love to see what you make. So make sure to tag both Bowdabra and Nick's Seasonal Decor. That way we can go back and admire your beautiful work. So should we do a traditional or should we do a funky? What are you guys thinking? I cut 2 lengths of tails to make it a little bit more visually interesting. There's our longer set. Here's our smaller set. They don't have to be even on either side, as you can tell. It just adds to the beauty.
Hey, Danae.
Hey, Danae. What do you think, Alex? Funky or traditional?
Let's do funky.
Funky?
Yeah.
All right, funky it is. So to make a funky bow, what you can do is cut a bunch of pieces ahead of time. Right? So just kind of guesstimating how big I want these loops to be.
Ooh, Leanne says funky too. Oh, Beverly said traditional.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Beverly.
Sorry, Beverly. So the more off you guys can make these, I have found the better they look. So don't be too critical on making them the exact length. I think it's better when you don't. So that should be enough. Come back in just by folding your ribbon in half, creating a loop, and poking it right into your Bowdabra. Continue doing that with each and every piece. The more different your lengths of your tails can be, I think the better the effect. So don't be, like I said, and I know I repeat that each week, and some of you guys are like, Nick, we get it. You don't have to be a perfectionist. But I say it because I used to struggle with that, and I want you guys to be happy designers and not have to deal with that. So don't be perfectionist when it comes to the lengths. Hey, Annette, nice to see you.
Jean says, hi all, finally ordered the Bowdabra from you. Got it last week.
Awesome. I hope you're loving it.
Hi, Annette. Hi, Nita.
Welcome. All right. That should be enough. So then what we can do is take our wires to the middle, pull them through. So we created a slip knot. Take your slip knot, take those wires, tie them from behind.
Jean from South Carolina would love to win tonight.
Yeah, let us know. We're probably getting close to that time, so let us know if you would like to win some free ribbon.
Marianne says she loves her Bowdabra.
So we're going to take our wires. I like to just take them, wrap them underneath, and then tie from the front. The reason I like to tie from the front is simply and solely so I don't have to clean up the back of my wreath. So for those of you in the wreath community, and I'll be seeing some of you guys in date night in just a few short minutes after this, but you'll hear me say this non-stop. You want to have the back of your wreaths be as clean as possible, and one of the best things you can do is make sure you don't have to clean up the back of your wreaths. So make sure you're going to angle your stems, which I'm going to show you guys in just a second, and make sure when you're adding your Bowdabra wire, you tie it from the front so the back of the wreath is nice and clean.
Hi, Teresa. She'd love to win. Donna from Missouri.
Missouri. Me and Alex went to we were in St. Louis, or on the border of St. Louis, for a craft show that I was designing at, and we went to St. Louis and we saw the arch, and we illegally parked for a split second, jumped out of the car, took a picture, and jumped back in the car.
We did, very quickly.
But we will be back there hopefully someday soon.
I know, it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
We wanted to explore a little bit more, but next time we will.
Next time we will. And I see we have 250 live viewers. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know.
Miriam from Colorado would love to win tonight.
Ooh, Colorado is one of those places I haven't been. Maybe one day. Fluff your loops and your tails out. Get everything looking nice.
Barb would love to win tonight. Hi, Rhonda from Missouri.
Hey, Rhonda. Notice, too, what I'm doing, you guys, is I'm placing my bow in the lower right. And that's just because I wanted to mix it up. So, you know, what you see me do, don't feel as though you have to mimic me or follow me exactly. Sometimes the best designs that I create are the ones where last second I make a different decision, or I get bored of another technique and I try something different. So that should be you guys, too. Mix it up. If you typically design on the left side, mix it up and design on the right.
Teresa says, get out and travel while you're young.
I know. So, Teresa, we've been traveling a lot, I'd say, over the last few years. You know, we take a lot of business trips, but the issue with those trips is that it's in and out, right? It's business, then home.
No pleasure.
So we've traveled and we've been to some really cool places. It's just a matter of exploring them. So let's come back in with these sunflowers. Look at how pretty these are. Remove the tag.
Beverly asked how she can order the Bowdabra.
Yes, so we have them available at nickseasonaldecor.com. So we have the gold wire, we have the silver wire. Here's your two choices. We have the Bowdabra, and if, you know, need be, you have me to watch, right? So there's a CD included that you can watch, but you can definitely watch Sandy, the creator of Bowdabra, here on their Facebook page or their YouTube page. And we're going to start working in more Bowdabra tutorials as well. So I have one planned for you guys. We haven't done any bow tutorial in a while, other than our weekly lives here on Bowdabra. But we are going to be starting up more bow tutorials. It's been heavily requested. And I got to do what the people say, right, Al?
Yes. We have Sharon watching from Texas. She'd love to win tonight.
Welcome, Sharon.
Oh, thank you, Brenda. Oh, you're so sweet.
Hey, Barb. Hey, Donna.
We have Martha. She'd love to win from East Texas.
East Texas. So I'm just going to split these sunflowers in half. I think they're a little bit long, and that way we can get more coverage without making this wreath look very spidery by having it too long. So we'll just snip these into smaller pieces.
Lori says, I use mine all the time. Enjoying the tutorial.
Thank you, Lori. All right, coming back to our wreath. Let me design this so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So here we have our bow, and basically what I like to do when designing my wreaths is surround my bows. So if this was a full wreath, we wouldn't necessarily do it like this, but doing a little segment of a wreath, or this technique we call half design, 3/4 design if we go further out, I like to just create a little surround around the bow. So we'll just work in a bunch of these. You can also take a few and work them closer to the middle.
Dory Lynn says sunflowers are her favorite.
Yes, let's hear it for sunflowers. So I'm picky with sunflowers. Some of them look really cheap, right, Al? But these ones look good.
I know, these are cute.
Okay.
And would love to win tonight.
Yeah, get those comments in. We're getting close, you guys, really close. We got 9 minutes left, so Bowdabra's going to be choosing a winner in the next 4 or 5 minutes.
Miriam says that shade of green is so beautiful with those sunflowers.
Isn't it? I just like it because it's simple. It's not overdone. Another piece there. See how that stems long? As I said before, good mechanics. You don't want your back of your reeds to be unsightly, so snip that stem short. Sometimes people stick really long stems into their reeds, and it's not necessary. You don't have to have your stems full length. You can definitely trim them unless you need that length.
Hi, Lisa from Vermont.
Hey, Lisa.
Manny said you just made some paper sunflowers.
Ooh, share some pictures, you guys. I can't wait to
pretty.
see. That does sound very pretty.
Kathy says she loves your designs.
Thank you, Kathy. And I mean, look at that. Should we come back in with our final one? I'm not saving it. You guys talked me into it. All right, we'll snip these off and work in our final one.
Janie loves that green bow.
Right. So this is not, I thought it was more of a lime green, but now looking at it, it's more of like a moss green. So it's a little bit softer on the eye. So this ribbon we could actually get away with for designing all times of the year, right? We designed a, what are they called? A bunny wreath using this colored ribbon. This would work for just spring. It would work for summer. It works beautifully for fall with sunflowers like the ones we're using today. It would work for Christmas, pairing that up with more of a not neutral, but like a darker red, like a burgundy would be very pretty.
Phyllis says, I'm glad to see a professional sharing their tips. Lord knows I need them.
That's what I'm here for, you guys, to make your lives a little bit easier. If I can share the knowledge that I've gathered over the years, why not? There's no gatekeeping anything here. If I can save you guys the hassle of figuring things out on your own and skipping that altogether, that's what I enjoy doing.
Ellen says, love to watch your bow making.
Thank you, Ellen. And look at that.
Karen says, I have a UK door that would look lovely on.
Ooh. So we don't ship our finished designs to the UK, but you absolutely can purchase all of our supplies, including the Bowdabra and wires, and we do ship to the UK, or post, right? Mm-hmm. We post to the UK.
Hi, Sally.
Look at how pretty that looks. So we're in this $10-15, right? These were $5.50 for 25 yards, the green ribbon, which we only use 3-4 yards. Grapevines, $5.75, a few bucks for flowers. We didn't add any greenery. So these make great gifts, you guys. You can take a simple bow using the Bowdabra and really create something either simple and pretty like this, or take it to the next level and make an absolutely massive, stunning, fancy full wreath. So, the sky is the limit when it comes to designing, and I think that's one of the best parts, is because it keeps it fun and exciting. So even though this is my job and my business, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't enjoy it. And I enjoy every single day, because who knows what I'm going to make that day. Just like this, I had no idea. So we have a few minutes left. I want to make a wreath, but not a wreath. I want to make a bow, so let's hear it for that wreath. If you like it, let me know.
Barb says, very natural looking. Donna loves it. Pam says she loves that wreath.
Thank you, guys. We're going to come back in with our gold wire now.
And we have our winner tonight.
Ooh.
So congratulations to Eleanor Bouchel from West Michigan.
West Michigan. Congratulations, Eleanor. You just won yourself a free roll of ribbon.
So you can go ahead and send a message to Bowdabra right here on Facebook, and they'll get you started and let you know how you can receive your ribbon.
Yes, congratulations. Okay, so now we're going to use one of these ribbons. And this is one of the first ribbons we got, right, Al? We designed with this a long time ago. So I love it. It has that emerald green base. It's got red and white polka dots, and it's very Christmassy to me. So I feel bad for those of you that didn't get to see a traditional bow on the wreath. So now we're going to make a traditional bow. So I worked in my tails with the wire. Now what we'll do is we'll come back in with about 4-inch loops.
Annette says, I always feel I need to add full greenery. You make it look beautiful without.
Absolutely. And, you know, sometimes those thoughts get the best of us and you feel like you have to work in greenery. But my logic when it comes to designing, and this is what I love to teach, is if it's necessary, work it in. And if it's not doing anything to the wreath, do without and save it for elsewhere, right? So unless it's making a change, I usually do without. So in that case, greenery, I think greenery would enhance it. So I don't think it's a bad idea to work in greenery, but I think it looks very pretty with just the sunflowers and the pretty bow. So we have 4 on this side. Let's do 4 on this side. And then we'll come back in with 1 more. So we have 5 on each side. 1 more on this side as well. And that's going to create a really full bow, especially since the loops are only about 3.5, 4 inches. The longer your loops are, so if you watched our Bowdabra from last week, let me know if you watched last Monday's tutorial. But I showed you guys how to make a tree topper, right? So on that tree topper, we did loops about 12 inches across. So if we only did 5 on each side, it would not fluff out nicely. It wouldn't be full. So take your wires, pull them to the middle.
Barbara says, hey, caught you live.
Hey, Barbara. Take that wire, pull it through. Tighten it as you flip it over. And I always want to say that word simultaneously, but it always
I can't
tricks
say it.
me up.
I'm not even going to try.
Simultaneously. There we go. Snip off the wire so I can take nice photos and send them to Bowdabra. Take your ribbons, your loops, pull them out. So having 5 loops creates a really nice full bow. You could have done 6, you could have done 4, you could have done 4 on one side, 5 on the other. Don't get too caught up in the numbers. Once you start practicing, even if I was to take this bow, dismantle it and try it again and try it again and try it again, the more you make, the more you'll be comfortable with deciding on how many loops. It doesn't happen overnight, right? The more reeds you make, the more you'll kind of recognize how many loops it'll take for the idea you have in your head. And there we have our traditional bow.
I love that ribbon.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
So this right here has the tails and it looks like a traditional bow, but we created the same thing earlier, you guys, and got a totally different look and a totally different purpose. Yes, you could work this into a wreath, but how great would that be for a present, right? And this is very, very similar with how we added it as this bow, but this totally looks different. This looks funky to me without the funk part, right? We have no loops in it. So this is just nothing but tails. So this one turned out very, very pretty as well. So we have that, we have that, we have that, and my favorite of the night is our wreath. I think that looks so pretty. And this doesn't draw too much attention, right? So as I've said before, I personally prefer smaller wreaths on the interior of my home. Something like this, if you have photos on a wall, this would look pretty on a wall because it's not drawing too much attention from everything else you have on it. So I think this looks really, really pretty. So thank you all so very much for watching. Congratulations to, I believe...
Sorry, Eleanor.
Eleanor, that's what I was thinking. Congratulations to Eleanor, and we will see you all next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So you can find your Bowdabras and your wires available on our website, and there's so many other instructional videos you guys can watch on Bowdabra's Facebook page, their YouTube, and their website as well. So thank you guys. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Joe. And thank you, Dory, for having us as a guest, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.